Hello and welcome to Galactic Sun Energy Readings, formerly known as Tarot by the Moon. This is Tasha at Galactic Sun Energy Readings. Hope you're doing well today. We are Moon in Cancer energy, and I've been feeling that very much today without even realising why until about half an hour ago. The Moon is actually in Cancer today, and it makes sense why I just want to be quite cosy and homely sort of feeling today. Obstacles might come up. I think it was a square between Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter, I believe. Means we could get a lot done, possibly. Hang on. Yeah, Mars squares Jupiter, Tuesday the 23rd. Could get a lot done, but if conflicts come up, then just take it easy because we're in the Cancer energy, okay? So, yeah, a lot of potential for getting things done, but if it feels tricky, I just been really learning to feel into it. Is it tricky? Is it not tricky? Is this the right time? Is it not the right time? Should I start again? I've already had to start this again today. Slowing down, learning to listen to spirit, learning to listen to your own rhythms, learning to listen to and follow and trust completely what we're being guided to do, okay? So all of that being said, I'm just going to call in the highest vibration of love into this reading, and only the highest vibration of love and compassion for the planet we live on, for all of the beautiful people that live here, for all of the other beautiful species that we share a planet with. Nothing but radical compassion and love, and so it is. Okay, for all of our ancestors, spirit guides, for all of the life in other worlds that we've yet to understand, nothing but radical compassion and love, and so it is. Okay, feeling a little bit woo today. Now, I've already started this video once and I got about 20 minutes into it. I had to stop, okay? But I've started again now, and the energy does feel different just half an hour later. It's interesting. Okay. So let's see what's coming up, my loves. All of the oracle decks that I've chosen today, I've chosen them by using the rose pendulum quartz that was lovingly sent to me last week. It just helps me to tune into what decks are best to bring in the particular energy. Okay, and I'm absolutely loving that. So let's start off with the Starseed Oracle, as we always do. This one is the only one I didn't ask the pendulum about, because this one is like in the oracle reading, it's a no-brainer for me right now. This is a collective oracle reading. It's for everyone. Some of it may resonate, some of it may not. Okay, it's absolutely fine if you just enjoy it for what it is. If you did want a personal reading, I would be absolutely delighted to provide that for you. Please contact me in the email address provided below. Okay, my darlings, tools come out. There we go. There we go. So let's see what's up. A new earth, beautiful. And I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Good energy to start with. Okay. Alright. Next one out, we'll take the cards out first and then we'll have a read. Kuan Yin, which was also lovingly sent to me last week to use. And I shall read to you the foreword from the Kuan Yin Oracle Guidebook, so as you know the general energy this is bringing in case it is unfamiliar to you. Kuan Yin is an ancient Chinese deity, and she represents gentle love and compassion, okay? And she's wanting to work with humanity right now. Those energies are here to help us get in touch with Divine Feminine, okay? And bring that into our daily lives, into our own energy, etc. Okay, they're a very high quality card, these, very high quality card set. So I'm going to just, excuse me, use the cut-in method there. Okay, it's very hard to get one to fall on. I'll just take the one off the top there, okay? Nectar of the Lotus, absolutely beautiful. Alright, we'll come back to that and having a look at that in a minute. The next one coming in was also sent to me last week, so thank you and gratitude for that. It's its debut on the actual channel. I've had a quick little look at it, but I haven't really got into it. But this is its actual debut on the channel. Alright, Journey of a Lonely Soul. Lonely Soul Oracle cards, yeah. Journey of a Lonely Soul. So let's see what's coming up there. Black Silk Armour. I actually did read this one the other day when I was on a little look at it. I love these cards. They've got a very sort of gothic sort of style to them, which I absolutely love. I think they were by an Italian. They were translated from an Italian. I'll have a look at the little book for you now in a minute. I'm just getting excited to see one. Black Silk Armour, yeah, I did read that one the other day. What else have we got coming in? We've got an Angel Blessings card. Now these are Ancient of Days, these ones. I actually had these free on Soul and Spirit magazine well over 20 years ago now, but they still want to come in to bring their inspiration in sometimes. They're absolutely magical, mini cards. Two Angel Blessings. Heal your heart and connect. Love it. Beautiful. Heal your heart and connect. Alright, I'll take those. Okay, and then we'll just come back and do some tarot to clarify at the end, my loves. Okay, so what did we start off with there? A New Earth and I'm Sorry. Okay, from the Starseed Oracles. A New Earth. Okay, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. We're closer than we think. Okay, don't give up now. You are closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels like as if it's so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. Okay, I was just saying this when I started my other video, but that one didn't go out. I've got a feeling lately of some people are saying to me that they feel stuck in the third dimension because their energy is too heavy and they can't shift, and then other people are saying to me they're already in the fifth or sixth dimension. And for me it's like I'm either surfing between it all because I'm speaking to different people who are in different parts of their journey and healing, or I'm not sure. It's an in-between feeling that I'm having for sure, and I think this is spot on, this one for us today. Let's get into it. This is your sign that you're facing in the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. Tend to the new seeds, dream them into existence. Don't lose faith now, keep your focus fixed. Okay. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. If you pull this card, it's a reminder to have faith. You chose to be here and to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job or creation, keep it going. It's happening. Don't give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts, and the road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering a new age in terms of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working toward for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now, don't waver, dig your devotion deep, for if you do, in the not too distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've so carefully planted and nurtured grow and bloom. It's possible. Keep focusing on your dreams. You're closer than you think. Okay, it's about holding the vision, isn't it? It's about feeling like, are we really getting anywhere? Is it coming? And then of course, as soon as we start questioning, we're pushing it further away. As soon as we start questioning, are we actually changing? Are we actually progressing on a spiritual journey? Is the spiritual work that we're doing to help others and to bring some light to the world actually making a difference? As soon as we put those questions on it, we're putting our resistance there and we're actually pushing that vision further away. And what this is reassuring us is that literally we just need to hold that vision for a little while longer. We just need to stay in that vibration of love for a little while longer. Okay, we're hurtling towards the summer solstice, and I feel like it's super important to hold the light. That doesn't mean we don't feel darkness. I mean, we got Black Silk Armour coming up here to discuss it in a minute. That doesn't mean that. What it means is we've gone into the light and we've dark and we've still come out with light. Okay, and there's going to be trials set against us to bring us down and to try and waver us and test that. But we already know that we're already there. We've just got to start like living it, just living it day by day. Even like some days, like so like today, the energy's a little bit sketchy today. I found there's a lot of things that I would normally have had on my to-do list, but there was something in the energy without me even looking at anything in particular that told me that I needed to slow down and just do things a bit differently. So that's what I've done, and lo and behold, it makes sense because we're in that Cancerian energy. It's a very sensitive time. I am a Cancerian native. There's this Mars square thing going on, so you could get a lot of stuff done, but if conflicts are coming up, just back off. Okay, and that's spot on. It's like that's right. For me to push ahead aggressively today. Oh well, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Well, never mind how I feel, and to not listen to those soft whisperings of intuition, and to actually believe in them and trust them and apply them would have been folly. I'll get a lot more done this way, even from like starting the video again and things like that. So it's about learning I feel like it's about just learning to soften. We're almost there, and so instead of like hurtling ourselves over a finish line now and hurting ourselves on the way, which would ruin all of the good work we've done, it's about actually softening. It's about softening even more, softening even more. That doesn't mean we come to a dead stop or we're not getting things done. It means we're learning how to get things done in a much simpler way, because we make things so difficult for ourselves. I feel like it's part of the strong message is humanity makes life so difficult for ourselves, and we're going to learn that a lot of the way to be happy is to live a lot more simply and to just simply be happy. There doesn't need to be all this questioning around it and this wrangling around it. Okay. The next one says, I'm sorry. Defencelessness and righting past wrongs and uprooting. This one's about shadow work. This one goes quite deep. We had this one before and it goes quite... Here we go. This is what I mean. So we're being asked to hold on to the light a little while longer. We're almost there. New Earth's almost there. You're almost in the fifth dimension sort of thing, yeah? And then the next one's saying, I'm sorry. So this is still a little bit of darkness that we're working through, isn't it, on the spiral, Right, we're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we were to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defences and see things outside of rights and wrongs. We've talked about this before. We've touched on this before on the channel. This message has come through before. It's we're moving into a time where I know it's quite hard to imagine and get your head around, but a world where we don't look at things and see them as right or wrong. We don't judge something as being right or wrong, because we would now come to understand that that is actually divisive, and that is actually not unity consciousness, and that is actually duality, and that is actually BS. See what I mean? We're trying to bring in unity consciousness. So you might say, well, there is a right and a wrong, Tash, because, for instance, war is wrong. Clearly that's wrong. And, loving compassion is right. Well, of course. But it's about more than that. It's not as simple as that. It's about actually just understanding. So, for instance, if you understand psychology, people can hurt you. People can behave in very dark ways. There can be generational curses passed down in every family that are quite dark, and all of this sort of trauma gets passed on. Epigenetics is showing us this and everything as well at this time. But we can heal that. And the way that we heal that is to understand why people behave in those dark ways, why those things happen. So instead of judging it as right or wrong, you've just understood why. And when you've understood why, there's no side to be on then. Well, they are wrong and they are right. So you can't cause even more division. It's just understanding why. And once we understand why, we can just change things a lot simpler without feeling like we need to be on this side or that side, or the winners or the losers all the time, okay? Okay, yeah, it says to bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, the hate, the wounds, the separation, the severing, the wrongs, and the sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain onto others. To find a way to drop the armour around your heart, see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetration of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterns that got us here. Exactly. So it's not about going and then beating yourself up and seeing why you do some of the dark, why the dark personality side of your personality is the dark side of your personality. It's not about us doing that and then going, oh, well, I'm full of self-loathing and self-pity. It's not about that. It's just about accepting those parts of yourself, seeing those parts of yourself, seeing those parts of each other, accepting it, and then understanding why we do it, and then understanding how we can change it. Okay, it's pretty deep. That's how we really do light work. Is to go into the dark. This is that soul stuff. But this is asking us to hold on to the light, and this is asking us to go into the dark. Now you would say there's separation there, but there's not. There's really not, because to come out to this, to come out in the light and step into a new world, which we're on the threshold of there in that image, we have to be able to go deep into that dark earth and come out with the light. Okay, it's when we go deep into those dark issues and we come out with even more dark. That's the last thing we want to do, and the last thing we want to do as well is pretend that none of that is true. There's no darkness in my family ancestry, or there's no darkness in my culture or in my religion or in my nation. No, we all know the truth. We all know that it's there's a lot to be healed, but we're nearly there. We're holding the vision and we're nearly there. Okay, the next one coming in from Kuan Yin was the Nectar of the Lotus. Loving this beautiful Kuan Yin oracle. I'm just going to read you the foreword so as you understand what kind of energy we're working with this Kuan Yin oracle, because I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of it in the readings. It says, Kuan Yin is the mother of compassion. She guides us into our enlightenment, which is being able to live in harmony and unity with the love that is, and surrendering into that love. Enlightenment is not meant to be a distant spiritual goal, but something that we can choose to live at any time by choosing love, kindness, compassion and wisdom over fear, judgment, anger or separation from the source, the divine feminine. It seeks to nourish us so that we blossom into the fullness of our being. You are such a beautiful soul, and you have the power to co-create a beautiful life through which your soul light can radiate and uplift others, reminding them of the way of love rather than fear. You can be a source of great light, healing and wisdom on this planet if you so choose. You were drawn to this oracle because you were ready. You are ready to grow spiritually and to be a guiding light in the evolution of consciousness on this planet. So be brave. Excuse me, Kuan Yin. So be brave. Exactly. This ties in. Actually, even just this little forward just ties in exactly with those two cards, does it not? And choose love over fear. Come and bask in the loving glow and the guidance and blessings of beloved Kuan Yin, as you find her in your own heart, soul, speaking to you from within. Namaste, beloved, she sees, honours and nourishes your light right now. How beautiful. Okay, let's have a little look at this one with the Lotus. 20. Nectar of the Lotus. Okay. Let's take a sip of water a minute. The Divine Mother wishes that those who are meant to feed others will be fed too. The devotion to helping others as the effect of squeezing the cosmic heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips the nectar. Sweet, sustaining, life-affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. Like a sacred chalice that overflows when you are full, well and vital, the feeding of others happens effortlessly. tongue-tied today. You are guided to be fed now, fed with divine nectar from the heart of the mother. Okay, so interesting, we're in the Cancerian energy, and I feel like that's very Cancerian. Straight away I'm getting that energy, that sort of Holy Grail, Gabriel, Silver Chalice kind of energy, where we are drinking from a magical cup that when we tune into this love energy, when we're not scared to go into the dark and come out with our love energy and heal those things, when we keep going, when we keep shining our light, we are drinking from our love energy. When we give to others, we are drinking from our love energy. I feel like this is going to warn us to take time to nourish ourselves before we nourish others. It's a Cancerian day, so that would make sense as well. Let's see what's coming in. I've not read this at all, so let's see what's coming in with it. They are long, so I won't go into it all. Let's see what this got. Let's get a summary at the end. Okay. There is an endless supply of energy, joy, peace, bliss and love for you, flowing from the heart of the Divine Mother, Kuan Yin. Yet sometimes we may experience limitation instead of endless supply. These limits can be a hidden blessing. They could be a sign that our mind and emotional life could use some help shifting from scarcity consciousness into a consciousness of abundance. As we do this, we tend to relax and flow more easily, tap into what is needed rather than perceiving restrictions. A limit or a block in our flow might be telling us that our nervous system needs some time to adapt to receiving higher intensities of spiritual electricity through our systems as we become more used to living in a joyful, high vibrational existence. A limit or restriction to our energy might indicate that we've been so focused on giving to others that we have forgotten that we are part of the divine heart we are seeking to embody, and we need to gain more balance in our lives by taking some time out and attention for ourselves. It makes perfect sense to what I've been feeling today. I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but it's spot on. As I say, I've just sort of been forced to slow down and take a bit of me time out today. Literally, it's not like me to just have an hour or two of just like literally just relaxing and recharging. It's exactly what I've been guided to do today. I have had a busy weekend as well of looking after people, so it makes perfect sense. But not just that, we're in a shift. We're in a huge shift of consciousness. We've just come out of a dark moon into a new moon. We've just about to end Taurus season and begin Gemini season. And there's a lot going on with the shifting of the energies, okay? And it's a whole new, fresh start. And we're letting go of a lot, and we're integrating a lot of lessons of the retrograde season, etc. And it feels like we're just on the edge. It just feels like we're on the edge and we just need to hang on a bit longer. And we are. That's exactly what we're doing. We're ready for another round of the spiral, But to do that, we have to take time out. We feel a block in our flow. It's time to take time out. It's because higher light is trying to come in. So like I said to you, I feel like I'm in between the dimensions a lot. Well, maybe that's because higher light is trying to come in. Quicker downloads, deeper downloads, and all of that kind of thing. And it's like, if you're not properly rested, and this is why it's important to slow down and really listen to spirit and really trust what you're being guided to do, even if it sounds counterintuitive, like, well, really, just kick back right now. Yeah, just kick back right now. Or really, just shut my eyes right now. Yeah, just do that right now. Well, I was going to go over there and I was going to do that, and I'm going to, well, no, you're not doing that now. Oh, okay, shall I work on this now? Yeah, you can work on that now. Really tuning in, whether you do that, however you do that, through spirit, through using your intuition, through using your hunches. Probably I would have thought through a mixture of all of them, like I do, and finding that your day actually flows a lot better. And I've been learning a lot about flow in the last couple of years, and in the last couple of weeks that's really been an intense sort of a test of how well I can flow, and I feel like I've just coming to the end of a round of that, and that sort of makes perfect sense what I'm seeing here for the collective as well. Does that make sense? It feels like what I'm seeing on my daily is being reflected in the collective energy there, and of course that would make sense. So okay to have a little lull, you know, okay to have a little lull if that's what you're being guided to do. If, however, you know, you might be on a different part of the journey, and you might be finding that you've managed to get quite a lot done today, actually, and had quite a busy, active day, and that's all good as well, because that's still, you know, in time with everything. But when you do feel that block in your flow, it listen to it, because that's your nervous system, and we've got a nervous system for a reason. You know, nature's equipped us with a nervous system for a very good reason. And don't forget, the nervous system run. I'm not a scientist or anything, but I'm pretty sure the nervous system runs on electrical charges and electrical messaging systems. So, you know, it makes perfect sense that that's how we get our higher light, and our spiritual light. And that our nervous system tells us when we need to take a break, or when we're feeling a bit confused and we need to slow down or whatever. Okay, I'm loving that. Is there anything else there? Okay, it says, even just becoming more aware of what feels good for you at any given time is a way to open your heart to receive the divine nectar that seeks you out to nourish you and replenish you. Taking a few moments to consider what you need strengthens your self-awareness and increases your ability to consciously meet your needs. Exactly. Just taking a few moments to slow down and figure out what you need right now. I need fresh air, I need some water, I need to stop. My brain is racing. Nobody needs a racing brain. You know, that's the last thing we want. Whenever our brain is racing, that's just ego, you know. It really is, whatever it's telling you. It's about learning to tap into how we feel. This is where we need to be now. We need to be listening to how we feel, not our racing brain, which is always going to be our ego. Always, it is. And then thinking, yeah, right, now act on that, you know, because if nothing else is teaching us to do that, if nothing else is teaching us to really listen to spirit through our senses, okay, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a massive part of how we're bringing in New Earth. And not only a massive part of how we're bringing in New Earth, but a massive part of how humanity's going to be living in the future and evolving. It's going to be by how we're feeling. It's going to be feeling led, you know. Obviously the mind plays a part, of course, but it's about everything working in harmony. So your nervous system, your brain, and your gut feelings and your emotions, you know, instead of letting them be all of a jumble and all of a crazy merry-go-round of a day where your nervous system's freaked right out, your stomach's in a knot, your head's whirring because there's so many different things going on. Instead of that, if we can just sort of, first of all, listen to our feelings and feel into that, okay, and what our nervous system is telling us, and then activate the brain, because then the brain will tell you what to do about it, won't it? You know, then the brain will say, oh, well, you need to reorganise your schedule for today if you possibly can, or you need to go to bed early tonight, or whatever it is you need to do, yeah? Okay, well, I would have begun by listening to your nervous system and listening to your feelings. I've got a little bit of, excuse me, I've got a little bit of a hay fever, and it's just giving me a little sinusy sort of feeling there a minute, so excuse me. Okay, that's all throat chakra stuff as well. All of that, your ears, your throat, your nose, that's all, yeah. Okay, the next one we got is from this lovely little new oracle, and it was number 14, Black Silk Armour. Isn't she fab? Yeah. Black Silk Armour. Okay. Oracle of a Lonely Soul. Yes, it was originally in Italian, I believe, this. Okay. Number 14. Okay, Black Silk Armour. The elements rage against her, a hurricane of howling winds and rolling sands. Without hesitation, she adorns herself with her own anger and ambition and sets the storm into a hasty retreat. Diplomacy, compassion and fairness are wonderful traits to hone and develop, but some situations require steel and determination. The world will demand that you be silent in order to protect the status quo. If you dare to stand out, you must be ready to rise above the tidal wave coming to knock you down. Honour your unique vision by being willing to fight for it. Many creatures ward off threats by using their stature and movements to intimidate and befuddle. Before it was adopted by the word of fashion, glamour meant to enchant, charm and bewitch. Use all of the arts at your disposal to present an uncompromising visage. Practicing power poses and affirmations will awaken the warrior within and boost your confidence. And above all else, remember the authority and sovereignty contained in the word no, or nope, even with a PE on the end, which I find has even more power, because it's like nope, and that's, I don't know, there's a tongue-in-cheek sort of humour to that as well, that softens it for people somehow. It says, ask yourself, what about my situation is non-negotiable, is a nope, okay? How can I be clear about what I am not willing to accept? It's about boundaries, isn't it? And it's about making a stand, okay? And it's about feeling, and I love that because it makes it seem like some people fight, you know, it's like as if you're doing something bad, or you're wrong, or you're a bad person for wanting to defend yourself, or for wanting to say no. And you're really not, because as the oracle quite rightly and quite wisely points out there, the animal kingdom does it. You know, creatures ruffle their feathers up and lizards make their necks look big. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And the same way the humans do it. So that's why she's got a best frilly black dress on there, a black silk armour, you know, because she knows that's what makes her feel good, that's what makes her feel confident, that's what makes her go out there and be able to say nope if necessary. It's tying in with the darkness of this as well. There's this sort of so-called, not that we're looking at it as good or bad, but there's this little bit of dark energy here today, and I'm quite liking it, to be honest with you. I feel like it's the right day to look at it, perfect day to look at it, Cancerian energy. Of course, we've got a lovely soft Kuan Yin, and then we've got a lovely soft New Earth as well there to counterbalance it. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay, you know, we have to have it all. We have to have it all, and none of it is to be feared. It's only ever to be understood, my loves, okay? As are we, okay? Honour your unique vision by being willing to fight for it. You are unique, you know? Yeah. This is it, right? And this is something that I've had to learn the hard way all my life. And something I've been quite comfortable with for a long time now, really. But I'm feeling that energy there. It's if you're going to stand out, you're going to have to just resign yourself to and you've got to have a thick skin, because there's going to be people who's going to make fun of you. There's going to be people who are going to try and knock you down. There's going to be people who try and tell you what you're doing is BS. All of that, you've got to be at peace with all of that. You've really got to be at peace with it. But that's all good. It's all good that you get those tests and trials, because that strengthens your resolve, makes you even more confident. Even when you don't feel confident, you know how to throw a power pose, or you know how to say no. It's the subtle art of really not giving an SHID as well, you know. It took me a long time to learn that you can say, oh well, I don't care, I don't give an F, I don't give a and actually you do, you clearly do, because you're going, I don't give an F. Well, clearly you do. It's the art of learning that you actually don't and really not doing that. And of course, every time somebody ruffles their feathers in that way or throws their opinion, and that is all it is. That is all it is, and that's fine. At us, it's just an opportunity for us to grow, isn't it, into that strength and resolute energy that we know what we are. I know what I am, you know what you are, you know what you are, you know what you're all about, you know what your game is, you know what your goals are, and the rest of it, you know, as you move along through that energy, you're just batting it away, that it isn't even a conflict as such, because of course we're moving out of time of conflict, we're moving into times of unity. Unity is what we're all about, and unity is what we're trying to bring in for the new age, okay, and what we are bringing in for the new age, because it's the truth of what we actually are. There's no separation, so it's not even a conflict. You're just doing it in this sort of Kuan Yin, even soft energy of flow, and I know when to take care of myself, and I know when to come back, rise back up and take on my challenges. I know how to move forward in my goals, and how I know how to move forward in my goals. It's because I know how to listen to spirit. I know when to stop. Life doesn't have to be a tight schedule, day in, day out, regimented, robotic. At 5 o'clock I do this, at 6 o'clock I do that, on a Thursday I do this, on a Friday I do that. The 3D world has us living like that. Have a think about it. That's how the 3D world has us living. Things have to be done this time on that day. Kids have to be in school by 9 o'clock. Traffic gets bad at you know, and it's robotic. We're not robots. We're not robots. It's learning to find that flow again, okay? And it's easier than you think. It's easier than it sounds. Everything sounds like it's a challenge or a struggle for humanity, but it really isn't, and it really shouldn't be. And we're just on the edge of learning that, my loves. And so many of you have come so far. Look at how far you've come. Look at how far you've come. I was never how far we've got to go. And you know what? We really haven't got far to go. We are literally steps away from that new world, my darlings. Breaths, even breaths away from it. You know, multi-dimensional. So breaths away from it. The last two that were coming in was the heal your heart and connect. Heal your heart says you may hear echoes from the past, but leave them be. It's time to move on. Exactly. We may hear echoes from the past of the old world that we're leaving behind, of being scared to go into the dark, being scared to look at shadow, being scared to because of course shadow work isn't about removing the shadow, it's about accepting the shadow, you know. Yeah, it's echoes from the past. So again, it's about, she can wear a black silk armour. It's silk, it's frilly, it's not a conflict. It doesn't have to be a conflict. It doesn't have to be, I've got to drag up anger and negative energy to say no to somebody now, or to do things my way now. Okay, I'm just simply going to do them. Black silk, you know. So those echoes from the past may come up to rear their ugly heads to say to us, oh yeah, but this is a bit scary, isn't it, going into the dark and having to look at all the things that we're sorry for. Oh, this is a bit scary, she's got to put armour on. Oh, the old ways. No, heal your heart. Let's just turn that fear and turn it back into love, my darlings, okay? By slowing down, by listening, and by understanding where we are. We're on the cusp. Connect. Join your energy to that of others and find strength in numbers and divinity. Okay, gorgeous energy. Finding strength in numbers and divinity. Okay, connecting our energy to that of others of like mind. Many other people are also on a journey with all of this. Many other people understand that we're bringing in a new earth, and the times that we're living in are particularly special right now, that we are co-creating, that we are leaving the old ways of doing things behind, that there's a new energy about now. Many people of all ages and walks of life understand that now. And you'll know who those people are, because when you speak to those people or you have communication with those people of any kind, you will feel safe. You will feel safe. Okay, my loves. Come here, Mr. Milo. You are not making me feel safe right now. You are challenging me. Yes, you are. Yes, you are challenging me. Stop it. Yeah, I know, but really, you need to stop. Okay. Come on. I've nearly finished. You're interrupting the video again, and I've nearly finished now. Yeah, you know. Okay. Speaking of which, let's go in with Spirit Animal Tarot to clarify. Now, Spirit Animal Tarot is a tarot set, but I tend to use them more like an oracle spirit animal guide for us. So let's see what wants to come out of that today. The cow, the earth mother, how beautiful is she? Now, I had this one recently in the last couple of weeks on my Facebook page, Tarot by the Moon. I do a daily card pull, which I call Tarot du Jour, and this lovely cow came out, this Earth Mother. It's the same energy as the Empress, incidentally, in the regular tarot. And incidentally, the Empress is what I took out today for Tarot de Dieu. So there's a lot of Empress energy right now. It's also representative of Taurus, okay, which also is a bull, which also is represented by the Empress. And we're still in that Taurus new moon energy, of course. And in Taurus season, and it's about stability, it's about being grounded, it's about feeling safe, okay, it's about well, I'll have a quick look at it for you. So I did get the book out ready, yeah. So it literally, it's that, it's sort of the Empress energy, but through the energy of a cow. Don't forget as well, this is interesting. So earlier on I said this is the actual second read. I had to start it again. I was about 20 minutes into it, and now it's all come out really different, the energy on that. But in that one, Hathors came out. The Hathors came out of the Starseed pack. And the Hathors, of course, the cow goddess in Egypt. And I said, oh, there's Hathor. So Hathor's here as well. So we've got more cow energy. Beautiful, beautiful, gentle energy. All right. Yeah. Grazing in a lush grassy field, cow calmly reminds us that life is bountiful. Great mother, life giver, nourisher, cow symbolises abundance, fertility and peaceful existence. Cow is serene and loving and helps us to feel safe and comforted in our connection with the land and with ourselves. So slow down. Embrace goodness, enjoy the beauty of nature and life's simple pleasures. It's perfect. It's perfect for the energy I've been feeling today, okay, for slowing down. It also ties in perfectly with that Kuan Yin energy for today, where we're taking the nectar of the lotus, okay. Cow reminds us that life is full, that we have plenty and that we can share freely in Earth's abundance. Cow's appearance in your reading indicates your creative growth is on track. And cow encourages you to open your heart and allow joy to flow and blossom just like the lotus, okay. Allow life to flow. There you go, flow. We're not fighting. It's trying to drag us back to our old ways, yeah. There's a little bit of energy of trying to drag us back to, yeah, but we're not doing that. We're leaving that behind. We're learning to flow, all right. Beautiful. Last but not least, vice versa tarot, just to clarify this reading. And thank you so much for your time and attention once again. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And so does Mr. Milo and Mr. Murray, of course. Please give me the thumbs up and please give me a subscribe. It's absolutely free for you. Please hit the notification bell if you'd like to get notified when the next videos are coming out. Please get in touch with me via personal email provided in the box below if you would like personal reading. Okay, how amazing to round this up. We've only got the sun. So be the most positive energy in the entire tarot. So I love that. I'm going to put that there with the darker energy. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it there in the middle. Because of course that would be suggesting that, yeah, you see what I'm saying, we're taking away the duality, we're doing away with the good and the bad, what's good, what's bad, what's dark, what's light. It's all of it. It's just about understanding, you know. The sun energy is the most positive energy in the entire tarot, and it always brightens everything else up. So while we have got some tricky navigations and shadows from the past coming to test us out and what have you, and a little bit of shadow work going on and a little bit of armour going on, we've got the sun. We've got the sun energy. Now, let's just have a quick look at the vice versa tarot there. This will be interesting insight. Filter on it. When the Sun card appears, it bodes well for any situation being considered. It doesn't matter if you have doubts or fears. Success is assured. Exactly. So it doesn't even matter that we're being tested here and there. It doesn't even matter that the shadow creeps up sometimes and asks to be healed and to be recognised. To heal it isn't to send it away. This is the thing, just to be seen, yeah? The shadow creeps up, asks to be seen, asks to be understood, okay? Not judged, just to be understood, okay? That's all okay. It doesn't matter because we're winning. We are winning right now at this moment. Let your joy loose in the world. Let your light shine. All will be well. That is literally it. Let your joy loose in the world. Let your light shine. All will be well. That is perfect. And that is energy leading us up to the summer solstice as well, which is time of strongest light. So it's about remembering that on the run up to the solstice now, yes, the shadows are going to come up from the past, to be looked at, to be recognised, just for what they are, and nothing else, okay? Yes, there is going to be, again, looking at generational curses and looking at the curses that humanity have passed on, okay? And how are we breaking that? Just by looking and recognising and understanding and not judging it anymore, not trying to put it in a right or wrong, black or white, heaven or hell thing anymore. What else is coming up? Yeah, we may feel like we have to put some armour on, but that doesn't mean she's going to war. She's hardly going to war, is she, in that beautiful taffeta dress, you know? It's all okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're already there. We're already there. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. It's literally the insight for that particular Sun card and vice versa. Even if you have doubts and fears, your success is assured. It doesn't matter. Exactly. And how are we going to get there without absolutely ruining ourselves? All lessons within it all. Learning to slow down, learning to replenish ourselves, okay? And allowing ourselves to blossom. And that Kuan Yin and cow energy, Empress energy couldn't be more perfect together. Alright. So I hope you've enjoyed my little reading. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your love. Thank you all for your wonderful energy. It means the world to me to come in and do these readings for you. I absolutely love it. Please give me a like. Please give me a share. Please give me a subscribe. Please take care of your beautiful selves, okay? We're nearly there. We're birthing new earth. We just, it's you. It's you. It's you. That's it. It's you. And let's be happy this year. Let's start feeling joy. Let's start feeling blessed that we've done the heavy work, and it's just getting used to a new way of navigating energy now. Really, we're there, you know. You might say, well, how can I say we're there, Tash? There's still all this stuff going on out there in the world. Yeah, there is, but we're responding to it in a different way, and that means that we are then manifesting what comes after much differently to what's been done ever in history before, I want to say. There, you've got it. Alright, my loves, so I hope you enjoyed my little reading, and I hope I'm going to hear from you guys, and I look forward to doing the next one in a few days' time, which will be a tarot reading. It's just basically, I'll be doing a tarot reading, but just with some oracle cards to clarify, and I'll look forward to coming in and doing that over the next few days. So yeah, love you all to bits. All the love, all the light.